What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Mishimoto channel. So in this video today, we're going to show you how to install our brand new radiator for the FL5 Type R. So let's get right to it. Just a quick note for this video that will only be demonstrating how to install our rad. So in order to take off the other pieces, please refer to the Honda OEM service manual. For this first step, remove the two 10mm bolts that connect the AC condenser to the bottom of the radiator. Then, using hose clamp pliers, remove the bottom radiator hose from the radiator. Then, disconnect the coolant temperature sensor and loosen the two 10mm bottom bolts that secure the bottom of the fan shroud to the radiator. The bolts can remain in the holes loose to hold up the fan shroud as it is removed from the top. From the top of the engine bay, remove the upper radiator hose and small overflow hose from the radiator using hose clamp pliers. For this next step, remove the two 10mm bolts securing the fan shroud to the top of the radiator and lift the fan shroud from the vehicle. In addition, remove the two electrical connectors from the fan. As you lift the fan shroud, remove the wiring clips from the back of the fan shroud on the radiator side using needle nose pliers. Then remove the two 10mm bolts securing the top radiator mounts to the core support on each side. Then remove the two 10mm bolts securing the top of the AC condenser to the radiator. It may be helpful to tilt the radiator towards the back of the vehicle for easier removal. Next, remove the radiator from the vehicle. And remove the two rubber mounts from the bottom of the radiator. Put the rubber mounts back in position on the core support. Remove the temperature sensor with a 17mm deep socket. Next up, you're going to want to lubricate the O-ring with the clean coolant and install the coolant temperature sensor into the port on the radiator. Torque that down to 9 foot-pounds. And finally, you can install the Mishimoto Radiator into the vehicle. Make sure that the bottom pegs line up with the rubber bottom mounts. Then, using the original bolts, line up the top AC condenser bolts with the bosses on the radiator and start to thread the 10mm bolts in, but do not fully tighten them. From the bottom of the car, install the two remaining AC condenser bolts and then tighten all 4 bolts securing the AC condenser to the radiator. Up next, install the upper radiator mount brackets onto the top pegs of the radiator and secure with two 10mm bolts per side. Next up, install the fan shroud onto the radiator and loosely install the 2 original fan shroud bolts at the top to secure the fan shroud to the radiator. Then install the top radiator hose. Next, reinstall the 2 fan electrical connectors. Then reinstall the top radiator hose clamp. Up next, connect the overflow radiator hose and reinstall the clamp. Then install the 2 original fan shroud bolts to secure the fan shroud to the radiator at the bottom. Then plug the coolant temperature sensor electrical connector in. After that, connect the bottom radiator hose and reinstall the clamp. For the last step, tighten down the 2 original fan shroud bolts at the top. Once you're done with that last step, you can reassemble the vehicle and you can reference the Honda OEM service manual if needed. Alright guys, that is a wrap for this video, but if you want to purchase one yourself, hit the first link down below in the description, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you all on the next one.